is Chad Tim out of Long Beach, California, 26 years old, and I'm a professional skateboarder for Element Skateboards. I think what kept me keep skating and what eventually made me go pro was that I just love skateboarding, and even when I couldn't skate, I was always thinking about skateboarding. So it was like when my friends stopped skating, I still skated because I just loved it so much. My first sponsor was a little shop called H2O in Sunset Beach. And then from there, they hooked me up with a filmer, that's just a local skate filmer around the city in Orange County. He gave my tape to the guys at Globe Shoes without me knowing. And I get a phone call from them, and they ended up asking, hey, you want to ride for us? And I was like, all right, cool. So that's kind of how the sponsor started rolling from there. My first video part was called New Horizon. It was an independent film, and a lot of local skaters from Orange County and LA area were all involved in it. I don't think until probably about 2 years ago, my Transworld part in Time to Shine was kind of something that really got me noticeable in the skating industry. I grew up all over Orange County. My parents were divorced when I was 4. I have 3 sisters, 2 brothers, and we were all stepbrothers, stepsisters, so it was a broken up family. I never really had that father figure in my life, you know, because my dad was always gone dealing with something else, and my mom had to work 2 jobs to support us, so I looked for fulfillment in partying, girls, traveling. I tried to look for, before God, there was just a full emptiness. I was just trying to look for fulfillment, and, you know, I met a lot of pro skaters traveling, and I looked up to them, and I tried to find validation in them, and that just was an emptiness all the time, so. I got into the rave scene for a while, and I was doing a lot of ecstasy and stuff, and I remember I took an ecstasy pill, and it didn't kick in for like, it was like a half hour since I took it, and I was like waiting, and I was like, man, I'll just take another one. I ended up taking another one, and it ended up being speed, and then the ecstasy kicked in right after that, and I basically was up for about 3 or 4 days, and I don't remember much. I remember some things, but I just remember looking in the mirror, and it was like eyeballs sunken into my face, and I was just like, oh man, this is not me. And I was alone. This whole 4 days, I ended up being alone because all my friends, I don't know where they went, and my heart was racing just because of the drugs and everything, and I think that was probably one of the lowest points, of just being completely empty, just thinking of suicidal thoughts because I was just completely alone. In elementary school, kindergarten, I went to Calvary Chapel, Costa Mesa, and I kind of had those seeds planted when I was at that age, and when I really surrendered myself to God, it was more of a relationship, if anything, like a full father figure. And it was a full desperation that I just surrendered my whole life to Him. And that would change my life because it's just a relationship. I think He's fulfilled every emptiness I've ever had in my heart. And I could come to Him right now and ask Him for guidance or wisdom, and He's there. He's always there for me.
Skateboarding is so mental. I think of a trick for so long and I dwell on it that by the time I want to go do it, I'm like exhausted. I don't even want to do it anymore. My mind is like this way and that way, and maybe I'll make it one day in ping pong. Maybe I'll be in the Olympics. Like I've dreamed for so long. Let's use take 2. What did I say? You know, a year ago I gave myself an ultimatum if I wasn't making enough money. I finally stopped worrying about what I should be doing, and I started doing what I want to do.